How's it going, boys? I just want to take this time in this video with this classic JO3 Minecraft gameplay. I know, right? I recorded a little while ago. This is just going to be a live comm. I just want to say thank you to all of you. I want to take this time on this Thanksgiving Day 2023 to say thanks to all of you, honestly. Every single one of you that watched this, or that's watched a video, a short, or whatever. I just wanted to take a few minutes to say that. I'm popping up the thumbnail now. You already saw it in the thumbnail. The channels, even the JO3 Does Movies, which just started, is off to a pretty good start. We're just coming out of nowhere. That's been an idea I've wanted to do for a very long time, but I wasn't sure how I want to do it or if I had the time, but I've just decided to go in and see what happens. It could be a dud, like Keeping It Real almost was, more JO3, all these other projects I've had, but I don't think so. I had a lot of fun with that first one, and the next one's going to be the FNAF movie, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't got to start working on it yet, but as soon as I do, I know it's going to be a lot of fun. Keeping It Real also, as a channel, is doing pretty well. My biggest issue of Keeping It Real is finding out what I want to do with that channel. There's so many directions I could take it, and honestly, it might just be a case where I move a lot of these rant type videos, if it's around a certain subject, over to that channel and just see what happens. More Joe's, obviously just more Joe, it's whatever I want to post. This is going on More Joe just because it doesn't fit the main channel, and of course the main channel. I never could have expected to get this far. I made a thing, and you can go back on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, at JO3_live. That's my Twitter, whatever. You can see it. It's pinned. I made the challenge to myself. If I did not get 1,000 subs this year, and we hit 1,000 subs in May, and now we're almost at 1,500 subs. Very likely only a few off. If I remember the exact number, I'd tell you, but we're only a few subs off hitting 1,500 on the main channel, which I never expected. It doesn't seem like much, probably to a lot of you that don't do YouTube, but that's already in like the top 10% of channels or something like that that get 1,000 subs. It seems weird, but it's the truth. But yeah, I just want to say thanks to all of you for all the support on everything I've done, from the Minecraft SMP era, the Minecraft content era, to then my few commentary spurts here and there, to now the current format, which is going to be the format for the long term. I'm pretty confident in that at this point. I've never had more fun than I have this year producing content, and I guess it shows because a lot of you guys have come to the channel this year and to the JO3 brand, if you will, of all the channels. I've just never had a better time on YouTube, and the next step will be to get a YouTube partner. Still a little ways off, and I'm discussing ways and working on ways to see how we can make that happen in 2024, because obviously that's the next step to being able to entertain you full time, because man's gotta eat. So hopefully one day I can do that for you, and hopefully I can do it for myself at the same time, because this is the thing I've always wanted to do. Regardless, I have a small list here of people just immediately came to mind, and if you're not on this list, just know I'm still thankful for you. If I've ever interacted with you, met, talked with you, anything, had conversations with you online or wherever, you're not on this small list, because it's only a few people. The first ones that immediately came to mind that I've known for almost, some of them almost half a decade, some of them a decade. I just want to give personal thanks to Red, Justified Red from Reactor 9, also Andrew Roy from Reactor 9. Those are the two I'm probably the closest to, but everyone in Reactor 9, they've supported me, so it's only fair I support them, and that I'd be thankful for all they've been able to do for me. It doesn't seem like much, but when you have an org backing you, it really does help more than you'd think. An org that actually supports your creative endeavors, and your endeavors outside of content creation as well. Obviously all the Unfunny boys, Unfunny, the group, me and my IRL boys. I'm really the only one that still makes content consistently now, but at one point we all did. Justin, Cheeses, Harpo Gaming, even though sometimes he pisses me off. Max, of course, or Face of Amon, however you might know from a video if you've seen one with him. Ducky Soren, some of the one-offs, or, you know, occasionally appearing ones. My buddy Nomad. Some other big ones I want to specifically shout out. Amused Wolverine, we've had plenty of conversations on Twitter, and he's got, honestly, I'm shocked he's not doing better in terms of content creation. Wild Aces, obviously the big one. Me and him were big in the Minecraft SMP era, if you will, of the channel. We don't speak much anymore. I like to change that, but we kind of just both went on our own paths. He's still with the Roblox content, and it's working out fantastic for him on all of his different journeys, channels, accounts, whatever. Trinicles, he's next on the list. And honestly, most of the people from the SMP era, Gaming with the Foot OR, who made Enderfalls SMP, without him it never would have happened. All the other people on Enderfalls, JO3 SMP, most of the ones from New World, some of them, even with the ones I never got along with and ultimately wouldn't work with again, I learned something from. And of course, Forgotten Falls SMP. Some other ones from that I'm just spitfiring at this point. Dylan Crimson from Crimson Esports back in the day made one video pretty much because it was kind of its own separate entity. It was the first esports org I joined and was management for. And you know, part of me wants to say I regret it, but I learned a lot from it. I haven't taken a management position in an org since. All the people in Retaliation Esports, I'm going to try to remember every org I've been a part of over the last couple of years. Safari Esports, or Safari Legion now, that was really the first one where I felt like I fit in and was able to produce content with them and really elevated my game. Eastern Media GG, I have my opinions on. That's a discussion for another time. You know, I'm still thankful to have had that opportunity to meet some of the people there and to be a part of that org for the time I did. And that's all the orgs I've been a part of, everyone within them. Dirty Bird, I want to specifically shout out. He runs his own organization now. I've been kind of had a journey where he or I would join an org and then bring the other on and vice versa, and we'd always be chatting, always be working on things. He was more of the esports guy, I was more of the content guy, and it's been a fun, you know, time knowing him. We're coming up on 3 years now, and there's just so many more. You know, I've tried to name a lot of them, but I couldn't name them all. So I mean, I've been doing this to some degree for 8 years, content creation. So I just wanted to take the time to thank everybody, and most importantly, thank you watching this video. If you've ever watched anything as well, I just want to thank you, the viewer, because without you, none of this is possible. I'd still be a 2-follower person on Twitter.com, spewing my political opinions or something. No, I'm kidding. But I would be a 2-follower, probably have given up by now on content creation. Not sure what I'd be doing in that regard, or in that reality. But, you know, I gotta thank each and every one of you. And that's, I guess that's gonna bring an end to this. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. There's still a month left, so who knows what we can get done. Subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.
Don't stop, we're in luck now.